Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for November 21st, 2024. This is for Sagittarius. Last shuffle for Sagittarius. Let's see what's up. All right, Sagittarius, what we have is great achievement, and then we have the sacred temple. Some of you may realize what you're here to do. Some of you maybe, well, okay, this whole set decided to flip out. One thing is for certain, it's not what everyone thinks it is. That's one thing. Everyone may be like, oh, Sagittarius, you're so this or that. You're such a great um your competition. I feel like people look at you as competition for this to come out. That's not what you're here to do. You're not here to compete with anyone. You're here to live your life out loud, man. You're here to be yourself, unequivocally, authentically you. There's something about you getting another chance to do something or to be whatever it is that you felt like you were meant to be in the first place. You may have felt like you had a purpose before, but there was too much competition, and there really was no competition. That's something that they're throwing out here too. You got deceived or tricked out of your purpose in some way. Somehow, some way, something or someone made you feel like there was too much going on, too much competition. You know how, like, if you go to school for something or you're like, oh, I want to be whatever this is, right? A lot of times with this energy, you got the Queen of Wands, Devil, Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. This could be like a Queen of Wands occupations, of course, would be like fashion design, beauty, or something, right? Having to do with the aesthetics or about confidence building, um, things like that, right? And what you may have been told is that there's too many, it's flooded, right? The industry is flooded. There's already enough makeup, artists or whatever the case is. No one's really going to you know take you into consideration in something. Their spirit's giving you a second chance to jump back into something. Okay. Fool, Sun, High Priestess, Page of Swords. Now this is about a great achievement where you realize that you just got to take a leap of faith, but this leap of faith has got to be something silent. You have to do this under wraps, undercover. Go back into something. There's something about there being an opening for you, or that was your true calling and you just need to do it. A lot of times with the Queen of Wands too, that doesn't necessarily always have to be, because now that I'm looking at the Page of Swords and the Sun and all these other things, this is about being like in the spotlight of something, like perhaps acting or um, anything like that. Anything that has to do with being seen is something that, and you know what I mean, being seen and also being kind of like graded in a way, like you're the best at something. You're not, it's not cashiering, right? It doesn't matter if you're the best cashier in the world, there's machines, you know what I mean. But this would be something else. This tells me that something happens and you are able to see that you have a chance to take a leap of faith in the direction that you were going in at one point, and maybe that road got stopped. Maybe there was like there was a there was a detour in your life in some way. Sacred Temple with the Ten of Swords and Judgment would tell me that you're getting another shot at something. There's something within you has grown and blossomed. Even like when you first started doing something, perhaps you weren't as good as you are now, which is, I mean, that's how everything is, right? When you're a 20-year-old, you start something, you have all this fire, all this gusto, all this all this energy, and sometimes it takes years for you to build your wisdom, build your confidence in something. But they're showing that you were betrayed, or something was taken from you or stolen from you. Time, um, maybe someone competed against you, but they were underhanded with what they were doing. Spirit is speaking a lot about that kind of thing. Stuck energy with the Queen of Pentacles and Lovers. You may feel like you're trapped taking care of others. You may feel like all the choices that you made led you to a place where now you're like mothering people or taking care of people now. And so you may feel stuck in that energy, but Spirit is saying that this was part of the plan, was that you were supposed to be in this space so that you could see or learn something that would help take you to the next level in whatever it was that you were doing in the first place. Sometimes we're detoured in life. Like, let's say you're in your 20s, you're like, oh, I want to be a doctor. Now, I'm not seeing doctor here, but I'm just saying, I want to be a doctor, or I want to be this or whatever. And then you become a parent, you choose to get married and have children, and then you start working in a field that is not anything that you really wanted to do, but you have to provide. Then you realize that in this energy you become, you're shaped. Oh gosh, what is the name of that movie? Oh my gosh, with Diane Keaton. Do you remember that old 80s movie where her cousin passed away and she was like this power executive in this company? And she this movie is so old. I swear only old heads will remember this movie. And so she ended up inheriting the baby. And she was like, I can't take this baby on. But the family was so obscure that she was like the only one living that could take this child. And she was dating a man that didn't want kids. And this man left her. She lost her job and she ended up having to sell everything and move to the country, ended up becoming a millionaire because her entire life was curtailed towards one thing, but becoming that parent to that child taught her to make, she ended up making baby food and ended up becoming a big name and finding real love, like real love, somebody who really loved her and that child. And um, so there's something about your path being detoured for a reason. There was something that you needed to learn along the way. I hope that makes sense. I cannot remember the name of that movie. And if I can remember what it is, I will. It's going to come back to me, I'm sure. Um, golly, golly, what was the name of that movie? It's killing me. It is bothering the crap out of me. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Dark Thoughts with Knight of Swords and Eight of Wands. Um, golly, what was the name of that movie? Ugh, I want to say Baby Boom. I want to say Baby Boom. But anyway, Dark Thoughts. This would tell me that you may feel like, in a sense, you've been neglecting something, you've been ignoring something. You may think in the future that things are going to happen too fast. You may think about that whenever you have dark thoughts about it, Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords would say, um, you may feel like, oh, as soon as the words escape my lips, I'm going to have to start acting on something. And you may not feel like you're prepared to handle something or prepared to go in this direction. And a lot of this would say that you may not feel like you're going to be celebrated. You may feel like you're overlooked or you're going to be overlooked. That's not the case at all. You may feel like that whatever this is that you're doing, it's filled with a lot of strife. Like maybe you've been betrayed a lot and you just don't trust anyone and you don't trust where you're headed. But I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all. But I swear they're showing me that movie about how sometimes you get detoured from through life. You feel like you got it all figured out, and you're taking care of business or you're taking care of things now, and the dream that you had when you were young is not really something that you're going to be able to double back on and do because hey, time has passed, I'm in a different place, you know. But they're showing that you're meant to revisit something that you felt was not possible for you, and you're meant to be successful at it. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Leo, a Gemini. Am I saying Gemini? A Leo, a Gemini, an Aries, or a Capricorn, Pisces, even, right? And every other sign is here except for Cancer and Scorpio. So you could primarily be dealing with a Cancer or Scorpio. Otherwise, you could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, dealing with a Capricorn Aquarius cusp, Aquarius Pisces cusp, Pisces Aries cusp, Aries Taurus cusp, Taurus Gemini, Gemini, yeah, Aries, Taurus Gemini, Leo Virgo, Virgo Libra. If you're not dealing with these signs at all, which you don't have to be, these signs could also be in your chart. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.